Alright, we're back. Let's get right back into it. Is that way? Oh, go to bed. Yes, an hour is fine. This way? Yeah, let's try this way. This will definitely be a multiple, it's gonna be a series. Machine, why does it seem so familiar? It's definitely gonna be a series, so be sure and look for more parts. There's nothing in here. So we'll just follow this. Oh, two big axes, yes. Yes. What is it? Spell tone, boon, yes. Okay, why isn't it working? Duh. There we go. Save. just gonna try and sneak by for now. Let's search the chest. He's like right there. I should quick save. Oh shit. Favorited or not favorited? Oh, shit. Oh shit, he's healing. Fuck. He's full back, he's back full health. Are you kidding me? We're just gonna run. See it? There's no way we could have beaten him. No way. Especially with pickaxes. Collect pumpkins. It's gonna bug me now that I know he's bald. very beautiful game though, look at that. I don't think there's anything back here. No, there's not. Moon carrot. Oh, cool. And so the only way, is to go this way. Okay. Scrap metal? No. Don't need scrap metal. Bowl. Magic. Five. Excellent. Okay. I don't think it gives off any light though. No. That failed horribly. Great. Oh, what the fuck? It's not gonna die now. Fuck. Ah, fudge. Fucking close. Almost dead again. Yeah, I guess we can go find that sap again. used it. Shit. I could try going back inside there and find that. I think we're gonna be stuck with this little. Yes, we're gonna have to be stuck with this. Soul Gem. Items, old sword, favorite. Oh, it does regenerate, okay. So mana slowly regenerates. But it also raises the arcane fever, or whatever that is. Backpack, is there anything in there? Yes. I don't need rattle clothes, I can drop that. Wait, ruined book? No. It looks... I didn't even realize he was bald until just now. Now it's too late. You can see he's gonna have to be bald. Yeah, this is the right way. This is the only way. I don't know where the frick to go. I don't think you can get up there, so... This way. Duh. Fudge. Yes, meat. Thank you. Can I get them? I don't know if I can get them. No, I did not. Oh, health, yes, please health. Hero menu, what? Entropy, some creatures, other realities. Oh. That sounds fun. There we go. Now it's dead. Something else around here? I guess not. Mana fungi? I don't know where even to find that. Oh, it's just a river ground over there. jack-o'-lantern. I can't use it at all. It's fucking clutter. Empty? No, I don't need anything. My model. What? Drop. Fucking crap.
Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains. What brings you here, my sir? Who am I? Finn Delires, apothecarius by my path. Pleased to meet you. And you are at Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. Where are you from? But wait, don't tell me. I know that accent. Nerim, isn't it?
There we go. Everything's locked up. At least for the night we should. Wait a second. Who's that?
Just an adventurer on his way. No reason to worry.
No reason to worry? For heck's sake, Finn. How do you know that this guy isn't with the bandits? You said you'd call me if anyone showed up. And now you're standing here, having a chat with him as if this were the bathing house of Ark.
Lo and behold, we are still alive. Now, is there anything else, Carbos?
I've got my eye on you. Touch any of our stuff, and you'll regret it. Unbelievable.
May I present Carbos, as he lives and breathes. Sorry about that just now. That's just how he is. In any case, if you don't need any more help, I'd suggest you move on. Follow the way east behind the dam house. It'll lead you to a village called Riverville. Ah, here, take this. Truth be told, you don't look so healthy. Your eyes...
Knowledge are giving me...
well,
okay.
Whatever. Well, what can I tell you? This is the Sun Coast, in the south of Enderal. A pretty peaceful area, except for all the animals and bandits that have recently started going crazy. And, well, that's pretty much it. I think you should ask the people in Riverville if you want to know more. They certainly have some stories to tell.
Okay. There are places that might be interest to an adventurer?
To an adventurer? If you ask me, what you need before you adventure anywhere is some good old-fashioned shut-eye. But yes, there are some places. The Three River Watch, for example, right there below the stone arch. It was once an old trading post, but now it's full of shady characters. Ah, and there's also a big Pyrian ruin south of it.
My eyes.
There's something peculiar about you. I don't know how else to say it. I would examine you myself, but we don't have the right equipment with us. So, if I were you, I'd ask a priest in Riverville to have a look at you. Who knows? Maybe you caught something in that temple.
That's it for now.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no.
Don't get on my nerves.
The fuck was that?
Don't get on my nerves.
By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself. Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root. That should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
Thank you.
Well, I guess
Gruntroods,
that was 6.
Gruntroods.
That's not good.
Here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cap, some water. Ha! Done. I can't make any promises, but...
Finn! The still!
Explore. Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, no!
Shit, what? What the fuck?
Oh, sod
Blazes,
it!
Finn, do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, all right. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you. See? You already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look at that fever as soon as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a few days. What? You mean the still? Bad quality. And too much heat, I'd wager. But, yeah, whatever will be, will be. Explosion. I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh, shit!
What the...
Can I get up, please?
Carbos!
They've hit me, Finn.
I'm stuck here watching.
Bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos, do something, damn it! Do something!
What, so now I'm just stuck? Wow. Okay.
Now would you look at that? Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
What? Where am I?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial, and I've already taken care of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
Do you know about it?
Quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest. You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head?
Arcanist fever is responsible for
Yep.
this. Yep.
Your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough Arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the Heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves. You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all. Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas. Among other things, yes. Just as being magically gifted can make a person powerful, it can also make them sensitive and prone to certain conditions. Just don't overdo it sleeping in ruins or in the wilderness. Instead, set up a camp somewhere. Plus, as you've already said yourself, don't overdo it with potions. What? No, that won't help you in the long run. What you need is ambrosia, a special mixture of herbs that can remedy the fever without any side effects. Every good alchemist has that in stock, but it'll cost you.
And what about the visions?
Visions? No. Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what? Someone has to take care of your fever. And as it happens, I know someone who could. But in return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say?
Yes.
Then shoot. I'm eager to listen. I understand. My condolences for your loss. So that means you somehow survived this execution. And before you got washed ashore, you had this, what, this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
Yep. Wasn't this a dream? It was more like a memory. The temple I saw in it was exactly the same as the one in the valley.
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience. And with it came these visions.
Correct.
Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him.
Great.
There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
What exactly is Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. If you plan on staying in this land, sooner or later you'll see it with your own eyes.
I'll help you.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Civil wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Woods, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open, which has never happened before. And the same goes for the lost ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do. The strangest thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness.
Do you think the chaos could be in any way related to rumors, Lightborn?
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true. And that there's a connection, yes.
Then you actually believe somebody killed Lightborn.
As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than false gods anyway. Well, they usually leave the thinking to their holy order. And they, of course, deny everything. Even to talk about it as we're doing is considered a crime. But as much as I hate to say it, maybe it's better this way. At least for now. A spiritual crisis is the last thing this country needs at the moment. Please, don't take me as an example. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And this whole false deity theory isn't that new, after all. And seriously, let's say the Lightborn really are as mighty and omnipresent as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to magically smite me here and now for my insolence? The Lightborn were just powerful kings. No more, no less. But that's just how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings. Splendid. You never know. But we're digressing.
You mentioned something about Red Madness.
Yeah. It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness. And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
Magister?
Right, you're not from here. A magister is a kind of sage from the Holy Order who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists. Yarrow was his name, a man who had more than 60 winners on his back.
What did he do?
He killed 15 novices and himself. According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. And his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion. You can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
So that's what you roll in all of this? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like. And the Order hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
In other words, just searching for his motives.
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Riverville, which isn't far from here. And according to some of the other wardens, he visited this area quite often after his partner's death. So it's quite possible we could find some clues around here. Shards of his past, if you like. I've already searched most of the area, but a second pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. What do you think?
Yes.
Well, for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worthwhile. Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east. Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of. I myself will have a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment. If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
Okay. Marked by 1 or more stars, they indicate difficulties of quests. And at the same time, level you should have for a quest. Okay. Let's see for an hour. Okay. Oh fuck, can I not? Oh no. Okay, so the map is fucked. Okay. So don't press M if you play this. It doesn't work. And I can't get out of it. So I guess that's in a part 2 for now, because I can't get out of this. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.